Tonight, it's part 2 of a special 2-part series involving concussions and the possible cure discovered by a Florida doctor. Here's Fox 23's Corey Howard.
The CDC estimates that nearly 300,000 high school athletes suffer a concussion each year. And another study from 2011 shows a 16% increase each school year from 1997 through 2008.
And to be quite honest, I think going back to my college and high school days, no one really even kept record. Concussions were not an issue.
Favre's comments bring many questions to a dark past. The old tough it out mentality carried by many coaches and players.
That was a brief ringing or dizziness or whatever, and you were considered a wimp, for lack of a better term, if you were to consider coming out. Well, we know now that concussions are a lot more serious.
The dawn of a new day, and thanks to research conducted by a Florida doctor, a new treatment could hit the market in the next few years.
To my knowledge, and to Jake's knowledge, this is the only treatment or potential treatment out there.
Dr. Jacob Van Landingham describes the new treatment called Prevacus as a potential game changer.
Too many times we're seeing our youth have brain swelling, and that can sometimes cause death.
An unfortunate reality that Dylan Thomas's family faced earlier this year when the high school linebacker from Georgia passed away September 30th.
Dylan had a concussion. He went to the sideline. They rested him for about 30 minutes. He went back into the game and had a subsequent concussion. That led to what's called second impact syndrome,
ultimately causing massive bleeding in the brain and causing Dylan to pass away.
I believe that if we had a drug, something like Prevacus, that we could have reduced some of the swelling immediately on the sidelines, and he'd had a much better chance to survive.
So are you telling me that this young kid from Georgia would be here today if this treatment was available?
I believe he would have had a much better chance of surviving.
Prevacus, a potential life-saving tool, is currently making its way through human trials, so kids like Dylan can live their whole life.
You know, I think we're on our way to being safer. By no means am I trying to remove football from anything, anywhere, but I just want to provide a safer environment for our kids.
This is what really matters, is us finding a way to treat something so people are going to continue their lives.
In part 3 of this series, we'll speak with legendary Pine Belt coaches, Neville Barr and Joey Hawkins, about their stance on the new treatment. Corey Howard, Fox 23 News.
Participation in youth sports like youth football dropped by 19% due to fear of concussions.